Beep, beep.
Hi everyone, I'm Chrissy. Well, over the past few weeks at Quizworks Home Delivery, we've been looking at the awesome book of Acts. Now, the book of Acts is all about Jesus' mission. And Jesus' mission is that people from all around the world would hear that Jesus is the King. And Jesus' mission is that people from all around the world would accept Jesus as their King.
Stop!
Oh, Rocco, hi.
Oh, well, hi, Chrissy. You need to stop.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm practicing for my job at a construction site. It's so
Oh.
cool. I get to tell people when they have to stop and when they can go. Check it out. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, that's pretty cool, right?
It's very cool, Rocco.
Oh, thank you. So what are you up to?
Well, I'm about to tell everyone more about Jesus' unstoppable mission from the book of Acts.
Really? An unstoppable mission.
That's right. The book of Acts helps us see, why don't you do it with me, that the mission of the risen King Jesus cannot be stopped.
Well, Chrissy, I think you need to stop.
But all I've said is that the mission of the risen King Jesus cannot be stopped.
Exactly. Stop right there.
Why?
Well, safety first. You're at a construction site.
So you got to need to be safe.
I have to wear this?
Yeah, it's part of the job. You know, something could fall on your head.
All right, fine.
Yeah. Secondly, you've just made a very big claim. I need you to stop and I need you to back it up.
Well,
On my
okay
side.
then. Now, we've already seen in the book of Acts that the Holy Spirit helped Peter tell thousands of people about the risen King Jesus.
Oh, yeah, even though he used to be a big scaredy cat.
That's right. And then last week we heard that Peter and John healed a lame man and then spoke to people about the risen King Jesus.
Oh, well, stop. It can't be that easy all the time, can it?
Well, you're right. It wasn't always easy, but even in the hard times, Jesus' mission would not be stopped.
No way.
Yes, way. And I'm going to tell you the true story from Acts 6 and 7, which will help us see that even when people try to stop the mission of Jesus will go on.
Oh, stories. I love stories.
Well, I know you do. Now, this true story is about a man named Stephen. Stephen's job was to make sure that everyone in the church who was poor had everything they needed.
Oh, well, stop. See, now, if that was Stephen's job, well, I mean, he'd have no time to tell anyone about the risen King Jesus. He'd be too busy trying to feed everyone.
No, you're wrong, Rocco. Even though it was Stephen's job to look after the poor and the needy, he also did great miracles and spoke to people about the risen King Jesus.
Oh,
But some people didn't like what Stephen was saying and doing, and they started to argue with him.
whoa, stop. See, now that would definitely stop him.
The mission cannot be stopped. Stephen won the argument.
Ooh, okay.
But then some people started telling lies about Stephen and about Jesus. And then Stephen was arrested and brought before the Sanhedrin.
The Sanhedrin?
The Sanhedrin. They were the leaders of the Jewish community and one of the most important groups in Jerusalem.
Oh, well, that's a big stop. You see, now, if Stephen was brought before them, he'd be too scared to tell anyone about Jesus now.
Well, I'm sure it was pretty scary, but the mission of Jesus cannot be stopped. Stephen didn't stay silent. In fact, Stephen launched into a big speech explaining how all throughout history people had tried to stop the mission. But then Stephen explained that no matter what people did, Jesus' mission would not stop.
Whoa.
And then Stephen said to the people, "You are doing the same thing. You are trying to stop God's message. You even killed God's own son, Jesus."
Oh, well, stop. Now, if he said that to them, they'd be furious.
Well, you're right. They were so mad that they killed Stephen.
They did? Well, that's horrible.
You're right, it is.
But don't you see, Chrissy, then the mission of the risen King Jesus has been stopped.
Well, no.
No?
See, in Acts chapter 7, verse 55, we read this. But Stephen was filled with the Holy Spirit. He looked towards heaven where he saw our glorious God and Jesus standing at his right side. So in other words, as Stephen was dying, he looked up and he saw that Jesus was the king. Stephen got to see that Jesus still ruled.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It was like a sign for Stephen to know that the mission of the risen King Jesus really cannot be stopped.
Even if people killed the messengers.
Yeah, even then.
Whoa. So then I guess the mission of the risen King Jesus cannot be stopped.
That is right, Rocco.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, it looks like it's time for my lunch break. I'm just
Oh.
going to give you that.
Me?
Yeah, you're totally qualified. Oh, yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
Sure. Bye, Rocco.
Bye.
Well, over the next few weeks at Quizworks Home Delivery, we will continue to see how the mission of Jesus continued to spread. But today we've been reminded that it won't always be easy to speak about Jesus. Sometimes people will try to stop us. But Jesus is the risen King. And so, do it with me. The mission of the risen King Jesus cannot be stopped. Well, make sure you check out our Digging Deeper devotionals and our games, activity sheets, craft ideas at www.quizworks.com/home delivery. And keep praying about and asking for opportunities for you to be involved in Jesus' unstoppable mission by telling people about the risen King Jesus. See you soon.